Joe, for you, please.
Hi, Pep. Obviously, it's a sad week for Manchester City with the passing of Franny Lee. I just wanted to get your thoughts on what sort of legacy does he leave at Manchester City?
Part what we are. So looks like the reality, the day by day, looks like only exist the people we are here, but we are here for the people who are like Franny Lee, Mike Summery, Colin Bell, in that three part of the degeneration that create a bound of this organization, this club. Of course, on behalf of the team, of course, the statement for the club, for the team, on behalf of all of them, to her wife and all the family. Yeah, a huge hug.
Andy?
Hello, Pep. I'd just like to ask you about the disruption to your plans, but what time do you now expect to arrive in Leipzig, and how much of a problem has this been to you?
Later. There's no problem. The problem is fly safe and land safe, and this is the important thing. You have to, apparently at 7, you have to do it at 9, it's not a problem. So the authorities said it was so risky to fly before, so that's why we made the training session longer and the lunch longer. We have time to rest, and now we are going to fly to Germany.
Okay, and you're playing a side that last time you met, you beat them 7-0. Do you think that's going to have any bearing on what will occur tomorrow?
And we draw 1-1 there. It's another game, another competition. It was a really good game for our side, and we had an incredible run at home last season. We had in our bonds that we want to do it, we want to try to reach the final again, and since the first minute we felt it, but now it's group stage is completely different, and I have fresh that game, but I have fresh the game we play in Leipzig too, how intense they are, how typical Red Bull team, Leipzig with Marco Rose, always the same manager doing really, really good things, and how attack the space and a lot of people in the middle. So yeah, we try to go there because it's a huge step for us. If we are able to get good result, we make a step forward to qualify for the next round.
Mike?
Hi, Pep. Hope you can hear me okay. Bernardo and John Stones trained today. How are they looking? Any chance they could play tomorrow, or is it maybe one more for the weekend?
No, they feel better. Bernardo better than John. Both travel. We're going to decide tomorrow, but yeah, really happy that they are back. So John could not play one minute this season, and Bernardo had a pre-season like that, the birth of her beautiful daughter, and also was injured a little bit. So this disruption made a little bit longer their comeback, but they are back. So that is a good news for us.
Is it going to be more difficult, do you think, for Erling Haaland this season? I'm just thinking back to the Forest and Wolves games where they put 2 men on him to keep him quiet. Is it more down to him to try and find a solution, or the team to be perhaps a little bit more creative this time around?
He had a lot of chances to score goals. Those 2 games more difficult when you play the way the opponents play, with 3 or 5 defenders, with a lot of players there, defending 18-yard box, 10 players, always not easy. But not just for him, for any player around the world. But if you see the chances he had, the goals he scored, it's the same level last season.
Rob, please.
Hi, Pep. You're in the middle of a run of 6 out of 7 games away from home. How tough is that little run, especially with some of the quality of opponents you're going to play, like RB Leipzig as well?
Well, it's what it is. So now it's a lot away, and after we'll have many at home. So it's what it is. So the schedule calendar dictate the draw at the beginning of the season, and we adapt. So it's what it is.
Simon Stone?
Hi, Pep. The last few days there's been a lot of talk about VAR. We spoke to you about referees after the game on on Saturday. Does VAR change your job, and do you trust it?
They change the job of the referees. Because now they don't take the decisions. The decisions are being made for the VAR, the important ones. But if you make a mistake and then VAR, after you have a problem. So I understand completely how upset must be Liverpool in that case. It could be another club, but the bosses on the referees will decide what we have to do, and we follow them. So yeah, that's all.
Do you have any ideas how you would make the system better?
No, I'm not a professional of that. I rely on the people, and they have to play as best as possible. I would say I'm not a professional of that, and I'm not involved, and I don't care. So I have to rely on the people there, but so everyone knows they did a mistake, and Liverpool suffer big consequences of that, because in this type of games this is so important. And but no worry, the consequences will dictate the players and the managers. Don't worry.
Jack, please.
Thank you.
How frustrating is it though, the VAR? If something goes against you, are you more frustrated if it goes against you and it's a clear error now than you ever were before, because there is a technology for them to look at?
They will have to find the system, like the main roles are to be the players and the football and the game itself. In all the countries, not just here, in all the countries now, the referees in VAR are the leading roles. And the Oscar goes to, so then they have to make a step back. So it's the players. And they have to, sometimes there are games like just being more humble and do it what they have to do, they will do it better. They will do it better.
Michael?
Can I just ask you about the run of away games that Rob was asking about before? How confident are you in the squad now that you can go and really attack these away games either side of the international break,
Listen,
given that you've got players coming back?
Listen, Jack, I don't know what's going to happen this season. So it's too early to know exactly, but I have more than admiration or more than, wow, what about these players, what they have done in the past, they have done so far. So it's unbelievable. So we concede 2 shots on target, we concede 1 goal, and after that, we were there most of the times. You have 23 shoots, not all already on target. When a 10 players in the box, never is easy. And we lost the game. It's part of football. Of course, we have to improve, yeah. So last game against Wolves, the basis of the fundamental players we had last season, the last 3 months of the last season, when we played the defining season, it was Rodri, John Stones, Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan, Jack Grealish, Bernardo Silva was not there. So 6 players. That the war, everybody knew it because they played really, really good, was important. And that you need sometimes you have to adjust something. It's normal. But I would say Mateus, for example, Juliana was involved, have been amazing. I could not expect Mateus and Mateo adapt so quick. Jeremy, the minutes they play, it's top. But there are moments, there are games, and there are things that, there are players that know exactly what we have to do, but for one simple reason. We are 7 years together, 8 years together, and they know it. When I breathe, they know what they have to do, and the other ones know. And they apply really well, but they don't know it. And sometimes we need that, but they have to be involved. They have to play games, They have to be in that position, and it's completely normal. It's just still we are in the process to getting better, to make our team better, and play a little bit better, and of course getting results. It was a pity, yeah. Newcastle game we lost. It hurts, yeah, a little bit. Against Wolves, it hurts, yeah, it hurts. Because Premier League is so tough, and we know how important it was. But now we have to, move forward, prepare the game like Leipzig for the chance we have, and after go again away in London against Arsenal, and yeah. So we are not going to win the Premier League against Wolves. We are not going to lose the Premier League against Wolves. We have been in the position to be behind the leader these years many, many times. So maybe the first year were 100 points, we lead for the beginning until the end in other leagues, but the other ones always were behind, and behind points, 6, 7, 8 points behind. not now in October, 1st October, 2nd October, 3rd October. It was in February, maybe, March. So just come back the players, come back our principles to try to do better and learn from the game and learn again from the game and help to the new to play like we are. I'm more than pleased, honestly, more than pleased at what they have done so far. But you have to move on.